Chorus. Chant, O mind, the name of Hari. Sing aloud the name of Hari. Praise Lord Hari's name. Sages, O thou eternal youth of Braha, tamer of fierce Kalia, slayer of the afflicted's fear. Goddesses, beloved with the arching eyes and crest with arching peacock feather, charmer of Sri Radha's heart. Sages, Govardhan's mighty lifter, thou, all garlanded with sylvan flowers. O Damodara, Kamsa's scourge. Goddesses, O dark one, who dost sport in bliss with sweet Vrindavan's gopi maids. Chorus. Chant, O mind, the name of Hari. Sing aloud the name of Hari. Praise Lord Hari's name. As the Vidyadharis sang the lines, beloved with the arching eyes, and crest with arching peacock feather, the master went into deep samadhi. The orchestra played on, but he was not aware of the outer world. Another scene. A guest has arrived at the house of Jagannath Misra, Nimai's father. The boy Nimai plays about, singing with his friends, in a happy mood. Tell me, where is my blessed Vrindavan? Where is Mother Yasoda? Where Father Nanda and Brother Balai? Where my twin cows, black and white? Tell me, where is my magic flute? My friends Sudama and Sridama? Where my Jamuna's bank, my banyan? Where my beloved gopi maids? Where is Radha, queen of my heart? The guest closes his eyes while offering food to the Lord. Nimai runs to him and eats the food from the plate. The guest recognizes Nimai as an incarnation of God and seeks to please him with the hymn of the 10 incarnations. Before taking leave of Gauranga's parents he sings, Glory to Gaura, the source of bliss. Hail Gauranga, Redeemer of earth, help of the helpless, life of the living, slayer of fear in the hearts of the fearful. Age after age we see thy play, new sports unfolding, moods ever new, new waves rolling, new tales to be told. Thou who bearest the whole world's burden, shower on us the nectar of love. Take away our grief and affliction. Thou in love's pleasure cave dost dwell, hope of the suffering, chastiser of sin, scourge of the wicked. Victory to thee. Listening to the hymn, the master was thrilled with ecstasy. The next scene is at Navadvip on the bank of the Ganges. After bathing in the holy water, the Brahmin men and women engage in worship by the riverside. As they close their eyes, Nimai steals their food offerings and begins to eat them. A Brahmin loses his temper and says, You scapegrace! You rascal! You are taking away my offering for Vishnu. Ruin will seize you. Nimai holds on to the offering and is about to run away. Many of the women love him dearly and cannot bear to have him go away. They call to him, Return. O Nimai! Come back! O Nimai! Nimai turns a deaf ear to them. One of the women, however, knows the irresistible charm that will bring him back. She loudly chants the name of Hari. Immediately he repeats the name of Hari and comes back. Was seated beside the master. Sri Ramakrishna could not control himself. He cried out, Ah! And shed tears of love. He said to Baburam and Don't make a fuss if I fall into an ecstatic mood or go into samadhi. Then the worldly people will take me for a cheat. Another scene. Nimai is invested with the sacred thread of the Brahmins. He puts on the traditional ochre robe of the sannyasi. Mother Saki and the women of the neighborhood stand about while he begs for alms. Singing, Drop a morsel of food, I pray, into my begging bowl. Alone I roam, a new-made yogi, on the highways of the world. People of Braha, you I love, and so, time and again, I come to you. At hunger's call I beg my food from door to door. The sun is low, and I must seek my home on the Jamuna's bank. Into its waters fall my tears. As onward murmuring it flows, the onlookers leave the stage. Nimai stands alone. The gods, in the guise of Brahmin men and women, sing his praises. Men, thy body gleams like liquid moonlight. Thou hast put on man's dwarfish form. O Lord, thee we salute. Women, bewitcher of the Gopas' hearts. Thou roamest in the shady groves about Vrindavan's vale. Nimai, hail Sri Radha, glory to Radha. The youths of Braha are thy friends. Thou curbest haughty maidens' pride. Women, thy love has made the gopis mad. In ecstasy the Jamuna thrills. Men, Narayana, deluder of demons, refuge of the fear-stricken gods. Women, O lover of Braha, thou dost beg the love of Braha's comely maidens. Nimai, hail Sri Radha, glory to Radha. Listening to the music, the master went into samadhi. The curtain fell and the orchestra played on. A new scene. Srivis and other devotees are engaged in conversation in front of Advaita's house. Mukunda sings, "Sleep no more. How long will you lie in Maya's slumber locked? O mind? Who are you? Why have you been born? Forgotten as your own true self. O mind, unclose your eyes at last and wake yourself from evil dreams. A fool you are to bind yourself so to the passing shows of life. When in you lives eternal bliss. Come out of the gloom. O foolish mind, come out and hail the rising sun." Sri Ramakrishna praised the voice of the singer highly. Another scene. Nimai is staying at home. Srivis comes to visit him. First he meets Saki. The mother weeps and says, "My son doesn't attend to his household duties. My eldest son, Viswarupa, has renounced the world, and my heart has ached ever since. Now I fear that Nimai will follow in his steps." Nimai arrives. Saki says to Srivis, "Look at him. Tears run down his cheeks and breast. Tell me how I can free him from these notions." At the sight of Srivis, Nimai clings to his feet and says, with eyes full of tears, "Ah me, revered sir, I have not yet attained devotion to Krishna. Futile is this wretched life. Tell me, sir, where is Krishna? Where shall I find Krishna? Give me the dust of your feet with your blessing, that I may realize the blue one with the garland of wild flowers hanging about his neck." Sri Ramakrishna looked at M. He was eager to say something but he could not. His voice was choked with emotion. The tears ran down his cheeks. With unmoving eyes he watched Nimai clinging to Srivis's feet and saying, "Sir, I have not yet attained devotion to Krishna. Nimai has opened a school, but he cannot teach the students any longer. Gangadas, his former teacher, comes to persuade him to direct his attention to his worldly duties. He says to Srivis, 'Listen, Srivis, we are Brahmins, too, and devoted to the worship of Vishnu. But you people are ruining Nimai's worldly prospects. Master, to M. That is the advice of the worldly wise. Do this as well as that. When the worldly man teaches spirituality, he always advises a compromise between the world and God." M. Yes, sir, that is true. Gangadas continues his argument with Nimai. He says, "Nimai, undoubtedly you are versed in the scriptures. Reason with me. Explain to me if any other duty is superior to worldly duties. You are a householder. Why disregard the duties of a householder and follow others' duties?" Master, to M. Did you notice? He's trying to persuade Nimai to make a compromise. M. Yes, sir. Nimai says to Gangadas, "I am not willfully indifferent to a householder's duties. On the contrary, it is my desire to hold to all sides. But, revered sir, I don't know what it is that draws me on. I don't know what to do. I want to cling to the shore but I cannot. My soul wanders away. I am helpless. My soul constantly wants to plunge headlong into the boundless ocean." Master, ah me. The scene changes. Nityananda has arrived at Navadvip. After a search he meets Nimai, who, in turn, has been seeking him. When they meet, Nimai says to him, "Blessed is my life. Fulfilled is my dream. You visited me in a dream and then disappeared. The master said in a voice choked with emotion. Nimai said he had seen him in a dream. Nimai is in an ecstatic mood and becomes engaged in conversation with Advaita, Srivas, Haridas, and other devotees. Nitai sings a song suited to Nimai's mood. Where is Krishna? Where is my Krishna? He is not in the grove. Dear friends, give me Krishna. Bring me my Krishna. Radha's heart knows naught but him. At this song Sri Ramakrishna went into samadhi. He remained in that state a long time. The orchestra played on. Gradually his mind came down to the relative plane. In the meantime a young man of Kardaya, born in the holy family of Nityananda, had entered the box. He was standing behind the master's chair. Sri Ramakrishna was filled with delight at the sight of him. He held his hand and talked to him affectionately. Every now and then he said, "Please sit down here. Your very presence awakens my spiritual feeling." He played tenderly with the young man's hands and lovingly stroked his face. After he had left, Sri Ramakrishna said to M. He is a great scholar. His father is a great devotee of God. When I go to Kardaya to visit Syamasundar, the father entertains me with sacred offerings such as one cannot buy even for 100 rupees. This young man has good traits. A little shaking will awaken his inner spirit. At the sight of him my spiritual mood is aroused. I should have been overwhelmed with ecstasy if he had stayed here a little longer. The curtain rises. Nityananda is walking in a procession on the public road with his companions, chanting the name of Hari. He meets two ruffians, Jagai and Madai, who are sworn enemies of all religious people. Madai strikes Nitai with a piece of broken pottery. Nitai is hurt and bleeds profusely, but he pays no heed. Inebriated as he is with the love of God, Sri Ramakrishna was in an ecstatic mood. Nitai embraces both Jagai and Madai, and sings a song to the two ruffians. Jagai, Madai, oh, come and dance, chanting Hari's name with fervor. What does it matter that you struck me? Dance, dear friends, in Hari's name. Sing the name of our beloved. He will embrace you in love's rapture. Let the heavens resound with his name. You have not tasted true emotion. Weep as you chant the name of Hari, and you will see the moon of your soul. Hari's name would I lovingly give you. Nitai calls you to share his love. Nimai speaks to Sakhi of his desire to enter the monastic life. His mother faints and falls to the ground. At this point many in the audience burst into tears. Sri Ramakrishna remained still and looked intently at the stage. A single tear appeared in the corner of each eye. The performance was over. Sri Ramakrishna was about to enter a carriage. A devotee asked him how he had enjoyed the play. The master said with a smile, "I found the representation the same as the real." The carriage proceeded toward Mahendra's mill. Suddenly, Sri Ramakrishna went into an ecstatic mood and murmured to himself in loving tones, "O Krishna! O Krishna! Krishna is knowledge. Krishna is soul. Krishna is mind. Krishna is life. Krishna is body." He continued, "O Govinda, thou art my life. Thou art my soul." The carriage reached the mill. Mahendra fed the master tenderly with various dishes. M. sat by his side. Affectionately he said to M. "Here, eat a little." He put some sweets in his hands. With Mahendra and a few other devotees, Sri Ramakrishna left in the carriage for the Dakshineswar temple garden. The master was in a happy mood. He sang a song about Gauranga and Nitai. M. sang with him, "Gaur and Nitai, ye blessed brothers, I have heard how kind you are, and therefore I have come to you." The master and Mahendra talked about the latter's intended pilgrimage. Master, smiling, "The divine love in you is barely a sprout now. Why should you let it wither? But come back very soon. Many a time I have thought of visiting your place. At last I have done it. I am so happy. Mahendra, my life is indeed blessed. Sir, Master, you were already blessed. Your father is also a good man. I saw him the other day. He has faith in the Adhyatma Ramayana. Mahendra, please bless me that I may have love for God. Master, you are generous and artless. One cannot realize God without sincerity and simplicity. God is far, far away from the crooked heart, near Siam Bazaar. Mahendra bade the master goodbye, and the carriage continued on its way.